Well, hey there, Knolly Williams here with the Knolly team, your success coach. And in this video, I want to share with you the 3 secrets to your ultimate success in real estate. Stay tuned. Okay, so in this video, you're absolutely going to get the 3 secrets to your ultimate success in real estate. First thing I've got to do is erase all this gobbledygook that I've got up here. A huge idea that we've got working right here for the Knolly team, and taking that throughout the world. So let's get rid of this, because what I want to talk to you about today is some stuff that's really going to sink deep down. Okay, it's going to get way down into your psyche, down into your soul, and it really is basic stuff though. It's the basics that most people, not only, I was going to say that they've forgotten, but really the basics that most people have never even learned in the real estate game. And but they're really simple, as most of the best basics are. They're really super simple. We're going to call this the 3 secrets to your ultimate success. Yeah, baby. Ultimate success. Not just a little success, but ultimate success. There really are 3 things that if you do these 3 things, you will succeed. There's no way whatsoever that you can fail. So secret number 1, is, and before I share what this secret is, I want to tell you that Gary Keller wrote a book called The One Thing. And in The One Thing, he says, he introduced a concept. Now, I remember hanging out with Gary when he would talk about this before he wrote the book, The One Thing. In fact, it was maybe even before he had the concept for writing the book, The One Thing. And we'd be hanging out, and he'd always be asking this question, what's the one thing that you can do to do X, such that by doing it, everything else would be either easier or unnecessary. So let's say you needed to sell 100 subscriptions to your product. What is the one thing that you could do to sell 100 subscriptions, such that by doing it, everything else would be easier or unnecessary? What's that one thing that you could do? And so I started thinking about this in relation to my real estate business. And in my business, it's always been about listings. Okay. Now, that could very well be one of the secrets. It's not, because you guys already know I'm a big lister, and you should be a big lister as well. Listings is the name of the game. If you want to be if you want to hit the pinnacle or be the king of the game, you've got to focus on listings. So the question that I have, besides getting into listings, that's a given. I wrote the book Success with Listings. Okay, so you guys know I'm all about the listings. So but besides that, what is the one thing that you could do such that by doing it, everything else would be either easier or unnecessary? Agents tell me all the time, man, I need more leads, I need more business. And by the way, in this business, you'll only ever have 2 problems. Either you don't have enough leads, or you don't have enough leverage. Okay, leverage is people, systems, and tools. So if you got too many leads, which is really no such thing, but if you got a ton of leads coming in, then your big problem is going to be leverage. But if you don't have enough business, if you're not hitting the numbers that you want to hit, then your problem is going to be having not enough leads. Okay, so what is the one thing that you could do to generate more leads, such that by doing it, everything else would be either easier or unnecessary? And so secret number 1 is to become famous. Okay, very simple concept, but super duper effective. If you will become famous, if you will be well known in the areas that you serve, you're going to, by default, get a ton more business. And I've actually developed some of the best tools in the industry to help you become famous. Let me show you. I actually had these hanging out over here. So the big thing that I've created is a seller guide. Okay, and if you don't have this already, here's Cal Carter's version of his, The Ultimate Guide to Selling Your Home. This is Randy Elgin's copy, Randy Elgin, I should say. He calls it Consider It Sold, just like I call mine. And Ready, Set, Sold. This is Tony Swaggerty. This is the same book, right? And on the back of it, you've got your sponsors that pay the entire cost, okay? You should already have this going in your business. If you don't, then you're not creating that famous branding, that famous look that you deserve. You know, I have a whole suite, a whole kit called basically it's called the Overnight Celebrity Success Kit or Success Toolkit. So you should have that in your arsenal because it doesn't cost you a dime. It's completely paid for by your sponsors. You go to Knolly.com and give it a check, give it a look. But the bottom line of this is that you need to become famous. It's a lot easier nowadays than at any other time in history to become famous. So you really, if you become famous, all the work, the hustle, the grind, the angst that you're putting into this, the toil, you can just eliminate that just by being a celebrity. You need to be a celebrity in your area. Well, Knolly, I can't be no celebrity. Nobody knows who I am. Well, guess what? Nobody knew who the celebrities were before they were known either. Okay? So you need to be doing the work and putting in the work that it takes to become well known. That's secret number one. Okay, so now we're ready for secret number two. Secret number two. And that is do the two. Okay? Do the two. This is very, very big. Do the two. This is all stuff that I teach. But if you were to say, Knolly, just give me 3 things to do. I mean, because I teach a lot of stuff. The book is 430 pages, and you need to have it in your arsenal because it's a reference manual. But if I was if you were like, man, I don't have a book, I don't have nothing, what are the 3 things that I absolutely need to do? This is what I'm teaching you in this video. So do the two is basically time blocking for lead generation every single day. Time block for lead generation every single day. And I want you to be doing that from about 9 to 11, okay? Or you can do 9 to 12 if you choose, 9 to 12, 9 to noon. And I've had people that tell me, man, I'm just going to lead, I'm going to do I'll do all day. No. Don't do all day. You're going to get burnt out, okay? Lead generation is, it requires energy. And so you don't want to, it's like I tell a person, look, man, just go work out for an hour a day. An hour a day. Oh man, I'm going to go work out for 6 hours a day. Okay, but you're going to burn out. You're going to crash and burn. This is, see, if you work a schedule that's what we call sustainable, okay, sustainable, that means it has the ability for longevity. It has the ability to continue. This is something you can actually do your entire career and never burn out because you're only doing 2 hours a day. And by the way, I teach that you do that Monday through Thursday. Okay, those of us that are at the Knolly team, we work from Monday through Thursday from 9 to 11. That's the secret sauce. Okay, so that's what we call a 2x4, and it's 8 hours a week. Okay, and then on Friday we spend Fridays doing attraction. We're attracting other agents just like you to the Knolly team and to our group. You know, the Knolly team is made up not just of other individual agents that are part of the team, but we actually have other teams, we have other independent brokerages all within the Knolly team. So on Friday, everybody at the Knolly team is busy, you know, trying to bring agents like you, great agents that we know, into our world so that Uncle Knolly can teach you guys all kinds of stuff. The biggest thing that I teach is quantum physics, which I weave into most of my training, but I don't do too much of that on YouTube because it's a bit heady for some. But for those of you that want to really 10x all this stuff, that's where we get into quantum physics with you. But so do the 2. This is very, very important. And do the 2 every single day, Monday through Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, okay? From 9 to 11, you're doing lead generation. And people are like, man, what am I going to do during my lead generation time? Well, hold on a minute. I got an answer for you. That's the reason why I wrote this book right here called Triple My Listings. Another book that's absolutely free. Just go to knolly.com. You pay the shipping and we mail it to you. But this is 27 marketing ideas for free seller leads. So the reason I wrote this is because the agents that I coach, teach, and train were asking me, Knolly, while I'm doing the 2, what do I do when I get in my lead generation bunker and I isolate myself for 2 hours to do lead generation? I don't know what to do. That's the reason why I wrote this book. So don't worry about it. We got you covered on that. And secret number 3 is dun 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 boom. Okay, get a mentor. Okay, get a mentor. Now, if you already have a coach, kudos to you. High five, baby. But if you don't have one, shame on you. You need a mentor. A lot of people say, well, I've got a broker. I got news for you. Your broker, generally speaking, is not your mentor. Now, sometimes you've got a good broker, man. And in fact, I was talking to a gal the other day, and I was going through her business because she was talking about joining us here at the Knolly team, where we teach mentorship masters and all the stuff that we have. And so I went through everything that she was doing, and I just didn't see a reason for her to leave where she was to join us. She was with a Remax office. She had a good split. Sounded like she had a really good broker. Her goal was only to do 10 deals a year. And when people come to me, they're like, man, I'm already doing 10. I want to take it to 40. And I was like, well, how many do you want to do? She said, I'm good doing what I'm doing. And I did not see a good reason for her to leave where she was to come to join me. So I just told her, I said, honestly, I got to be honest with you. I think you've got a great deal where you are. You don't really have ambitions to double, triple, quadruple your production. So you really don't need me, And we had a great chat, and that was it, So, but for those of you that really are not, either two things, you're either not happy where you are, or you're okay where you are. You're doing pretty good. Maybe you're busting those 6 figures, 150,000 a year, something like that. But you know that within you have more greatness. You have more greatness within you. You're doing 150 and you're settling. I'm talking to a gal right now that's going to be joining us soon, and her thing is she's doing big production. I mean, she's making over $1 million in commissions, okay? But she knows that she should be doing more, and for her, it's all about taking herself to leadership, okay? It's not just about hoarding pennies for ourselves, guys. I mean, if I just wanted to line my pockets, then I'd just go out there, focus, and do my 150 deals a year like I was doing, okay? And not worrying about nobody else, not worrying about you and trying to teach you my secrets. Just go out and get my own money and handle my own business, right? But that is not the reason why God has us on this plane. God has us here for bigger things. And the truth is, we are answerable to an almighty God. Just like I'm standing before you right now, one day I'm going to be standing before the almighty God. And he's going to ask me to give an account for the life that I lived, the things that I did, the things that I said, and the information that I shared. He's even going to ask me for an account of this YouTube video that I'm doing right now. So I've got to make sure that everything I do is right, tight, on purpose, okay? So that he's like, man, well done, baby. You got that. You did what you're supposed to do. So even if you're doing well and you know you should be doing better, get a mentor, okay? Get a mentor. It doesn't have to be me, but it's got to be someone that, I mean, there's I've got like 10 criteria I've got a whole nother video on that of what to look for in a mentor. What are the 10 criteria? But the key is that you want to have a mentor. We actually, the cost of my mentorship is free. Okay, so you can go to Knolly.com and check us out, the Knolly team. But for the agents that have joined us, and there's so many that have joined already, the whole reason they're joining is to have me as their mentor. They want to be part of a group where they're actually learning something that they can apply and use every single day. See, the whole concept of a mentor goes way back, and you got to think about an apprentice. Okay, even if you were to go work at McDonald's. Okay, now there really is, and by the way, this whole mentor thing came from the whole concept that there really is only one way to learn something, and we know this. But there's all kinds of ways that people teach, like, oh, how do people learn? Well, I could read a book and learn. Learning, the best way to learn is through books. Well, if the best way to learn was through books, then the librarian would be the richest person in the world, or the most successful. Is the librarian the most successful person in the world? Probably not. And the thing is, the librarian has access to every book you can name, every book ever written. So obviously, it's not just books, right? It's not just YouTube videos or videos or trainings or live events. There's got to be something more. And we learned this a long time ago, that it's all about apprenticeship. So even if you were to go to work at McDonald's, okay, they're not just going to tell you, hey, make some French fries. Let me see what you got. No, the guy is going to teach you how to make French fries. Okay, he's going to teach you how to measure, how to pour them into the little basket, what buttons to push, how to drop them down, when to pop them back up. And here's the thing, the person teaching you, here's how mentorship works. First, that person is going to do it, and you're going to just do nothing but watch. So he's going to do everything, or she's going to do everything, and you're just going to be watching her do it. Then you guys are going to do it together. She'll do the fries in there, and you'll press the buttons, okay? And then you guys do it together. Then the final stage of mentorship, okay, think of the Jesus model, is when the gal that's teaching you how to make French fries, now all of a sudden, all she's doing is sitting back and watching you make the French fries, okay? And once you got it perfect, you've been mentored, you've been discipled. Think of the way Jesus did it. Jesus came, and first he was doing everything, okay? Then he sent the disciples out to do it. Like, hey, y'all go ahead and go out there and do it. They made a few mistakes and stuff like that, came back, licked their wounds, like, Master, we did this and that. And, he touched them up a little bit. They started doing stuff together, okay? But then ultimately he left, okay? He went back to his Father, and he left the disciples on their own because they had already become masters, okay? And that's why we even have a group which we teach as Mentorship Masters, where we actually teach you how to become a master by having the right mentor. So here's the thing. These are the 3 secrets that if you do these, you can't but have a rockin' real estate business. Number 1, become famous, be well known. Number 2, do the 2 every single day, Monday through Thursday. And number 3 is to get a mentor. So that, guys, is the 3 secrets to your ultimate success in the real estate game. Hey, hope this video has been helpful to you. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Share it with other agents that you know that are struggling or doing well that can use this information. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and consider joining us right here at the Knolly team and Mentorship Masters. We'd love to have you on board, and we'll see you on the next one. God bless. See you then.